Take this for what it's worth, but getting ready for this weekend's UFC 266, occasionally you'll watch the odd UFC countdown over on YouTube. They're always great. You can learn a lot about the fighters' camps, what they're eating, what they're doing for, strength and fitness and conditioning and all that great stuff. And getting ready for our top 3 fights, they're all 5-rounders. This one happens to be for the flyweight strap. In terms of total airtime, Lawler and Diaz got 21 minutes. This fight got exactly 10 minutes, and that is incredibly telling. We have Valentina Shevchenko going for yet again another title defense. The 5-on-in, she beats Jeskai for the belt. Carmouche, Chookagian, Maia, and then Andrade. The only fighter to really have any success was Jennifer Maia for a short amount of time. She's now taking on our Fight Night Picks 2020 Female Fighter of the Year. It's Lucky Lauren Murphy, and in 2020, wow, what a year it was. But the overall 5-on-in, a finish win over Mayra Romero-Barella. She beats Andrea Lee, beats Roxanne Modafferi. Lilia Shakarova, who tested positive with USADA, and then a split decision win over Joanne Calderwood. And even that fight not that long ago, just almost 3 months ago, the win over Calderwood. But Matt, I would be lying if I said that this fight was close, because it's not, and Lauren Murphy will not win.
Is winning a split decision over Joanne Calderwood all you need to do to get a UFC title shot?
It made me feel good because let's clear the air here. We were very much negative on Lauren Murphy at one point of the Fight Night Picks existence.
I'm just going to single myself out. I didn't think Lauren Murphy was that good. I got to be honest. I thought her on The Ultimate Fighter was kind of obnoxious. And every single quote she said was just, I don't think Eddie Alvarez knows how to train women. And hey, Eddie Alvarez probably knows a lot about MMA. But Lauren Murphy has slowly started to grow on me, personality-wise and fighting skills-wise. Because at the end of the day, I only care if you win your fights, and that's what she's been able to do. And at least this Lauren Murphy, as of late, has tipped up her aggression like tenfold. The Lauren Murphy of old could get outworked in some of her fights. You could take her down, you could outbox her, but what you were really trying to do at the end of the day was just outwork Lauren Murphy, and you were able to do that. Now, at 135 pounds, it was a little bit different because just the women she were fighting were a lot bigger than she was, but at 125, physically, she's much stronger than a lot of these women, and her aggression is able to win her a lot of these close decisions, because when it goes to the scorecards and the strike numbers are kind of close, well, at the end of the day, Lauren Murphy's normally the one moving forward, at least going forward, and that's what the judges score. This is what I'm going to try to hand it off to you with. What is, out of all Lauren Murphy's skills, what do you think her best is?
Her aggression when she's on the ground, maybe?
Okay. Do you think she'll be able to take Shevchenko down?
No, I don't think. And again, her boxing's great. I don't see her outboxing Shevchenko with the kicks. And with Lauren Murphy, I think she has great top pressure. Again, Shakarova was on short notice. She had all the wrestling and grappling chops that you like to see of somebody making their debut. And none of that worked for her, and Lauren Murphy mopped her in that fight.
But I'm just, could you imagine if, Dustin Poirier's about to fight Charles Oliveira. That's a fight everybody's very excited for. Charles Oliveira is very, very good, but so is Dustin Poirier. Could you imagine if 2 fights ago, Dustin Poirier beat a guy in his UFC debut?
That wasn't expected to be in the UFC? Yeah, that was up a weight class?
That's kind of what we're getting with the Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy, I know her fight against Calderwood was billed as a title eliminator, so the winner kind of had to get the title shot next. I just don't think that skill-wise, no matter who the winner of that fight was, that really gets them ready for the test that is Shevchenko. Shevchenko against Andrade, I thought that was going to be by far her hardest fight in the division. Andrade has legitimate one-punch knockout power, has absurd aggression, which is something we think Lauren Murphy has, and she doesn't even come close to Andrade with her aggression, and Andrade's a phenomenal grappler. Valentina Shevchenko took her down with zero hesitation, with a lot of ease, and immediately got into a mounted crucifix and elbowed her out. I think Andrade's a far superior grappler to Lauren Murphy, and I do see this fight going a very similar way that one did.
Shevchenko, to get ready for Andrade, went to Florida a little bit early, trained out of, Team Smiley Face was the gym?
Some random gym.
She trained at a Brunswick, Maine, at a small gym, and I know the gyms in Maine. It was a small gym in Brunswick to get ready for Joanna Jędrzejczyk. And then, if you look at it for this fight, she went up to the Pacific Northwest, not a big gym at all, just kind of got ready, hung out by the beach, and she's been at the PI for the last couple of weeks with Pavel and Antonina, just getting ready for another fight like it is. So, to me, Matt, I just want to talk about the odds. Shevchenko opened a minus 720 favorite. She's minus 1341. And Murphy opened a plus 520. She's a plus 771. Over under 97% Shevchenko. What are you saying?
It's probably over.
97%, right on. 1,117 total votes, 71% by knockout, 9% by submission, 14% by decision. For the 3% that have Murphy, 33% by knockout, 53% by decision. I love Lauren Murphy as a fighter. I think she's a great personality in the UFC. She's just turned 38.
She was the most impressive female fighter of the year 2020.
And, like, that's not a joke. Like, I'll pop the graphic up there, but I'm serious. Like, and I made a great case for her. I think she's a good fighter. I think she's a huge litmus test, and it's great to see a fresh face in this fight. I don't think she brings anything Shevchenko or to Shevchenko that she hasn't seen before. I think Shevchenko wins this fight 9.7% out of 10.
I don't really have much to add. Listen, here's the great news. The main event of UFC 266 is between Alexander Volkanovski and Brian Ortega, and that is one of the best fights on, well, really for the whole entire year. So maybe you're not that excited about this co-main event. We have a phenomenal fight coming up next that hopefully you can get a little bit more excited for.
If you've got that Murphy hype from down in Katy, Texas, in the Houston area, you let us know down below. But Matt, both of us going with Shevchenko, and still, but yeah. Holy smokes, that main event. Volkanovski taking on Ortega. You're not going to want to miss it. Keep locked in with Fight Night Picks, we always say. Let's get into it.